Welcome and thanks for watching today. Today we're going to talk out of Matthew chapter 5. We're going to start in verse 14 where Jesus tells us, you're the light of the world. A city set on a hill that cannot be hidden. You know why you're that? Because you're one with Jesus. You know what the Bible tells us? That we're filled with the fullness of God. We're not filled with just a little bit of God. We're not trying to get God to come down here so that we can get just a taste of Him. The Bible says that we're filled with Him, filled with the fullness of our Father. We've talked about it before. Rivers of living water flow from us. You're the light. You cannot be hidden. Our Father will allow nothing less than excellence through you. He will use you to produce much and abundant fruit. And as it says, if there's anything in us whatsoever that is hindering that production of fruit, our Father will prune it out of us so that we can always be used to produce more and more abundant fruit. That's our calling. Before the foundation of the world, our Father chose you to be the light. He chose to use you. He chose so rivers of living water would be flowing from you. Jesus goes on and he says, nor do men light a lamp and put it under a peg measure, but they put it on a lampstand, and it gives light to all the house. You've been lit up by God. God chose you. You're His vessel. You're a new creature in Him. All old things, they've passed away. Now, all things, everything works together for your good. And why? So that you can be a blessing to everyone around you. You are going to be used by God. You will be used by God. He will ensure that there's great treasures laid up for you in heaven. Because without Jesus, we can't do a thing. We go on in verse 16. It says, so let your light shine that they may see your moral excellence and your praiseworthy, your noble and good deeds, and recognize and honor and praise and glorify our Father who is in heaven. You know, people do good deeds all the time, don't they? There are people that don't believe in Jesus who give, who are kind, who have nice words to say about people. So how are people going to know that it's from God? When Jesus says, don't let the left hand know what the right hand is doing. Just like with the Bible. Things are going to happen through you. Our Father's going to use you in ways that are so far beyond what you can think, feel, or ask. And He will do it by His power that is at work within you. Deeds will happen through you that cannot be explained. Because God will do it. And people will say, truly, that has to be God. And this is where we miss it. So many times we think what we have to do to get that to happen. But faith doesn't say who's going to go up into heaven and with our prayers and bring Jesus down. It says Jesus is with us. He's nigh us. He's in our hearts. He's on our lips. Jesus is with you. You're one with Him. And He will use you to do the works that He did. And He'll use you to do even greater works than He did. Because He was that successful on the cross. This is the truth. And it absolutely and it completely sets us free.